As this video begins, I'm sat in the car and I'm waiting for Prog. We are doing something a little bit different this week, and we are going to review a modern film. It's not like us at all. We normally look at films from the 70s, 80s, 90s, things that we watched growing up as kids. But there is a reason for us doing this. And although, yes, we want to do more modern films, this film, or this week, or you'll know by the title, is Top Gun Maverick. So we've done Top Gun recently. We coincided it with the release of this film, so we could do both. But the first film, so Top Gun, came out in 1986. We didn't really enjoy it when we looked back at it. There was elements of it that were quite dated, and Prog has never been a fan anyway. So it's interesting to see what his take will be today. So what the plan is, we are going to watch a film. It's me, Prog, and Evan, and we will give our initial review on it. Okay, cheers all.
Some time later.
So I've just picked him up. We've come to the cinema. We're about to meet Evan. Prog, you weren't a huge fan of Top Gun.
Prog, I think I know where you're going.
I can't, but I was going to say something funny like, yeah, I would recommend it because I'd want other people to waste 2 hours of their life, but I don't want people to waste 2 hours of their life, so I wouldn't recommend it.
So what's your hopes for this film?
I hope it's not Top Gun. I hope it's just a good film.
Yeah, and I've avoided reviews, but there are, I've seen that some people have said it is a good film. It does have one redeeming factor for both of us, and that is one particular person within the cast.
Yeah.
So my hope is that if it's shit, Jennifer Connelly at least pulls it through.
We'll see, won't we?
We'll see. Right, let's go and meet Ev.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. 2 hours later.
So we've just come out of the cinema. We've just seen Top Gun Maverick, and initial first thoughts. Ev?
Brilliant, really good. The dogfight scenes are immense, really good.
I'll echo that. I think because we did it the original on the podcast not long ago, and we did question whether the dogfight scenes had aged, and I found them quite confusing. These ones I thought were 10 times better. 10 times. Prog, what about you?
I think that was the most expensive Hallmark movie I've ever seen.
I knew you were going to go somewhere like this.
But I will say that was a game of two halves, as they call it, because I thought the first half was unbelievable cheese, and the dialogue was, I couldn't get on with it, but the second half was really entertaining. It's a spectacle. I would say to people to watch that in the cinema, because as you said, the dog fights were incredible. You know what I think of the first film? I think it's awful, and like you said, you even the dog fights from the old film aren't good. They're not good anymore. No, those were on another level. I couldn't get over it. The second half was worth going to watch.
Do you think though the film is in 3 parts? So you've got the first training element, the cheese. You've got the dog fight.
Yeah.
And then you've got this final bit, and without trying to give away too many spoilers, a bit between Maverick and Rooster.
Yeah, kind of.
Sort of escape. I know it's only maybe 10 minutes worth, but
I would say this, right? The set pieces are unbelievable. Even the first set piece where he's trying to get to Mach 10, the very first part of the film, that set piece is brilliant. The problem for me is the dialogue is so hammy and on the nose. I can't get on board with it.
Yeah,
I just can't.
You know what you're going to get though with a film like this, don't you?
I suppose. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't shocked. I was hoping that for something different in terms of the dialogue and the characters, but I wasn't shocked when I didn't get anything different. I mean, I was worried after the first hour because I thought, is this just in service to Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Or should I say Maverick, the character? Because everyone was like, oh, isn't he amazing?
And I laugh, right, because, and I said it too before we came on camera, it is a blueprint of the first film. Everything that generally tends to happen in the first film happens again in this in some form. You know,
Yeah.
they have their training, they have their sports scene, they have their, you know, sort of lack of confidence or something happens, and then you have the big sort of dogfight at the end. But on the whole, I enjoyed it, and you know, when we revisited Top Gun the other day, I was disappointed. I wanted to love it again, but I didn't. I absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
But you know, hate is a wrong word. But
The best thing I can say is that despite all my issues with the first film and some of this film, I actually gave a shit what happened in the end. So
well, and there's a big plus point, and we mentioned it before we went in to watch the film, and that was Jennifer
Miss
Connelly.
Connelly, yeah.
Oh, and
Sensational.
yes, she only has a small part, but
I know. I wish they'd swapped roles. Actually, I wish Jennifer Connelly was Maverick and Tom Cruise was the bartender. But you know, you don't live in.
He does some running in this film as well.
oh, but Tom Cruise does running in every
know,
bloody
yeah.
film. He loves a run.
I know.
I'm going to give 2 shout-outs. The cinematography was
Yeah.
unreal, and Hans Zimmer score was
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Well, the line comes up, you know, before the film started of who does the music, and it's Harold Faltermeyer, Hans Zimmer, and Lady Gaga.
I know it. Where was Lady Gaga?
That last song.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
And she
I couldn't get out the cinema quick enough.
Yeah, the song was on the radio in the background of one scene as well.
Oh, right.
Like,
That's where it should be.
The last song wasn't for me, but hey, it's an enjoyable film, so I would suggest people go out and watch it. So I've got 2 things, right, before we end. Tom Cruise still doesn't wear a fucking helmet on the bike.
No,
Come on.
he's not going to.
Ah,
Is he?
and Jennifer Connelly on this one.
Yeah.
Back of the bike, no helmet. Mirrors the first one. Secondly, right, we'll end on a fact, and this is sort of Top Gun related. But Ewan McGregor
Yeah.
is obviously known for Star Wars, amongst other things. He has a brother who is an RAF pilot, or a former RAF pilot, and he had a call sign. Do you know what his call sign is?
It's not Maverick.
No?
Jedi.
No, but on the similar note, his call sign is OB2.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So on that bombshell, Top Gun Maverick, I think we probably all would recommend it. Go and see it, but try and get and see it in the cinema. Cheers all.